I have all of these things to make bits and bobs to go inside that fake door. It's a fake bookcase door. And I'm also going to make a creature and also make something that guards magic crystals inside a crate. Now, if you've been following along in this story, then there is something in the crate that should not be opened. Now, I made this crate a week or so ago, and it was just screaming for me to put something in this. And it's all peculiar Ashley's fault, because I just love watching her stuff and it's just amazing. Now, this clay is called souffle clay. Now, I've just gotten rid of the box and I've forgotten who the actual maker is. But oh my god, this stuff is so soft. And Janet sent it me, one of my members, and I thought, I haven't tried this yet, so we'll give it a go. Now, I'm going to say, for this particular thing, because I wanted little bits of clay, not a good idea. But if I want to do something bigger, I think this stuff will be absolutely amazing. There's no working needed. There's no sitting there for half an hour and then trying to put it through the pasta machine and trying to get it malleable enough to actually work with. There's nothing. You just take a slice, just rub it in between your fingers or around your hand, and it's good to go. Oh my god. It's almost, I would say it's softer than the other polymer clay that I use, the white stuff, the Super Sculpey. So it's very, very nice to work with, and the colours are beautiful. But like I said, I think it's a little too soft for this, although I have used it all the way through the video. I mean, look, you can see that did not stick. I mean, that stuck too much. And yes, if I had remembered to get my baking powder like a normal person, that would have made it a lot easier not to stick by just dipping my cutter in. And these cutters are extremely small. But I just want to fill in these shelves, not with anything in particular, but as I was going, wow, I realised that I was just losing myself in it. I was proper enjoying what I was doing. I mean, I do love doing tiny things. It's a pain to see, but yeah. So I gave that bookcase a little bit of a side berth and came back to the crate. And this is my monster that is going to be looking after the crystals inside that should never be allowed out. Basically, it's the forever crystal, which means that you use this crystal for making sure you never die. So you live forever. Only in the world of the apothecary, I said it straight away, and all kind of witchcraft, it is a no-no. You are not supposed to use it. You are supposed to be born, live, die, and return to the earth. Now, if you're going to live forever, you do not return to the earth. So that means the earth loses that cycle. So then, if it's not getting a continued cycle, the earth then begins to die. I hope that makes sense. That just came out of my head. But it was kind of along the lines of what this forever crystal is about. Now, there will be a forever crystal on the shelf, but it is going to be encased in some sort of stone that kind of stops its power being used. So it's null and void, basically. It's a crystal that can't be ever used again. It's done with. It's finished. But it's a decorative piece now on the shelf. Well, it will be. You'll see that soon. Well, this creature is going to be an octopus type thing, but I think it's only going to have 6 legs. So it's not quite an octopus, but yeah. I do put a head in there, but you don't end up noticing it, so I just squish the crystals inside it instead. And this is going to have an extra layer of security. So once the crystals are in, the octopus type creature is the guard, and then over that will be some chains, not trains, which is magically infused to never be able to be broken. And then it'll be hung from the rafters in the attic. Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and it's all down to the subscribers and members for being in the live chats, because it's just made my brain buzz, but in a good way. I mean, I always say that my brain never shuts up. Well, when it's got a rabbit hole to jump down, then it just fires on all cylinders and just whizzes and whizzes with all sorts of ideas. And yeah, so this story is going to be immense. And I mean immense. I mean, I'm saying what I think is going to happen in the story now, but that could all change. Once I start writing it, it's going to just have a mind of its own. I'm going to put all the ideas that I've been given by the members and the subscribers, and yeah, it's going to be a long story. So once I've done all the bits to the attic and I've finished the attic build, what I'm going to do is squish it all together in one long video with the very long story, so people can just put it on at night, have a good old listen, have a relax, possibly fall to sleep to it if they want to. But hopefully those that have been involved will hear their bits and bobs to it, and those that aren't involved just simply enjoy it. I hope. Now, this is I don't know what this is, to be quite fair. It's like a fairy gentleman, but looking at the size of the actual attic, I have made him quite large. So he may be a fae that was altered in some way into, I don't know. I haven't quite figured him out yet, but he's got wings, damaged, broken wings, and he's been mummified and left in this box. It's his tomb basically, and it's going to be a decoration on the wall. But yes, like I've said, he is rather big for a fairy. You know, your bog standard fairy. If you watch Labyrinth, you know that all fairies are not good. They bite. I do love that film. But this could be a fae that went bad, and magic took over and turned him into something mummified. It rotted him basically and shrunk him down. I don't know, my brain hasn't got that far yet. I may even change him. I don't know if I like it or not. I did faff a lot, and this blade, you have to be so careful. Do not do what I'm doing and using it as a cutting blade. It is really sharp, and when I say sharp, I have sliced my finger before on this and took layers off my skin, and yet I'm still being an idiot and using it as a cutting blade. It is basically to slice your clay or scrape your clay off your tile. It's not meant just to cut like that. You have to be careful with it. If you want to cut, use a craft knife. Don't be a me. Just want to say thank you to all my members and my subscribers. You are all fantastic, and I am so glad you're all with me and supporting me in this weird little journey. And thank you for watching to the end, because that's the most important bit. We all need the watch time, and YouTube is being a git. So yeah, I am sticking him down to the wood and to the wings, and as you can see, I've made him too big so he doesn't even stand up straight. So again, I might just take him out. If anybody can think of anything to replace that creature with, let me know, because it not take a minute just to peel it off and take the plastic off. It won't at all. It'll be fine. So the bookcase, I'm now going to make some little books. And actually, where have I put it? There's all sorts on it, really. And you have to excuse me if you can hear my chair wiggling. It's making the right noise. Needs oiling. So, like I said, this is really soft, and I'm having to just be really careful how I pick it up. And I don't know why I'm using a piece of card. The tile is right next to me, full of all sorts. I haven't cleaned it off from the last time I used it, because I've still got little bits of like soily pieces that I need for something completely different. Although I think I do use a bit on here, maybe. Do I? No, I don't. I'll shut up. I'm talking rot. I've also got a proper acrylic roller, but for some reason couldn't lay my hands on it, so I used a bottle. Now I'm making a little vase and a little plant pot there, and this clay, the little red clay that I've used, yeah, it's supposed to be glow in the dark. I'd like to know where, because I put the lights on later on and I can't see any glow. I can see the glow on the paint on the bookcase, but not on the actual clay. I was a little bit miffed at that, although for 50p, what do you expect? It was cheap. And oh, I think I remembered now. This was my attempt at doing a mini Jack from Jack Skellington, but as a fae. Yes, because I put him a little bat necklace on. A bat collar, should I say. Teeny tiny bat. These moulds, not moulds, cutters all come from YouTube. No, they did not. I'll try that again. They all came from Temu. Hey, I am looking at making my own though, because they're not great. I do have a hand that I've made, and I had a thought. So bear with me here. What do you think to me doing antisocial hands? The hand I've 3D printed, and I was thinking of doing little pins or badges kind of thing, like antisocial ones, like stop, don't touch me, go away. I just thought they'd be funny. Maybe others, like effing you on it. What do you reckon? Shall I do some badges like that? I mean, it's big enough for a badge. Yeah, I might just make myself one if you don't think that's a good idea. But drop it in the comments if you'd like to see me doing some antisocial pins or badges, because I think they'd be quite funny. I love this brown colour. It's very nice. And right now I'm trying to make a hand, like a werewolf hand type thing. It didn't start off like that, but that's how it ended up. This tool, I don't even know how long I've had this one, but if anybody watches Ace of Clay, he has one of these tools, and he's right, they are fantastic. He does his own, but I think this one was a Temu special. It might even have been an Amazon. Maybe an Amazon. I can't remember. But either way, it came with a several stem stabby thing too, and I like that for making texture. So I've got that hand on. I am going to be painting some of this. Now I've filled these and I've baked them, and now no, I'm not baked them yet, sorry. Now I'm doing a cat, because the whole premise of the story is the fact that he's turned his wife into a cat and he's got to try and figure out how to get her back and being healthy, because he turned her into a cat because she was sick and she was dying, and now he's trying to find a way of keeping her alive for when she finally gets through her 9 lives. So I thought, I'm going to put her on the portal behind the bookcase so you can see that she's there when you open the door. Sort of like his little reminder that what he's doing this for. Oh, but what do I do with him at the end? Could he be like the tiniest dot in the portal behind her? Oh, we haven't actually decided the end, I think. That's right. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, this cat, I end up putting the biggest snout on it and it looks ridiculous. But it's behind a door and you can barely see it, so that's good. I mean, I wanted the nose to stand out, but I didn't want it to stand out that much. She has got the giantest nose. It's, wow, just huge. And she looks really silly. And I'm also putting her a collar on, but I don't know whether to put a little crystal on the collar, because there is going to be a crystal pendant somewhere involved in all this. I might even make the crystal pendant a separate thing altogether and just make it. Now they're all baked and it's time to do the whole painty thing. And I am basically dry brushing this one. This is decayed. It's mummified and dried out, and well, that's what mummified is really. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it will have a little bit of brown and stuff mixed on. And I'm painting the octopus type creature. I'm going to say it's a cryptid. It's my cryptid. It's just to build up on the colour so you can see the pinky purpley underneath, and then it's going to have more and more built on top of that, and you can just about see the blue crystals inside the actual box. And on the, I'm going to say bottom shelf, second up, that's where the other crystal is, but that has been made null and void. And there's also going to be like, there's octopus leg bits and lips and little miniature heads. Just, there's all sorts on this. Shells, books, and it's all made with polymer clay. It's so cute. And this tiny bat, I love this tiny bat. It's so tiny you can barely see what it actually is, but it all works out just right. They're all the right size for it and it fits lovely. And there's also a face right at the bottom next to that vase. I'm hoping that when I do the video you can see it all. Even I'm struggling to see it, and I know what it looks like. So I do apologise. But when I go to do the video, I might see if I can try and make everything big so you can see it all properly, each little bit. Or even in the short, I might do the short and make it so it looks massive. So I'm just putting this one a bit of colour on just to make it look as though it's aged and yucky. And I did put too much gold on here. It smudged and I didn't like it, so I put it on and then I go and paint it black on top after that, just to tone it down a bit, because I thought it would be a clever idea just to put a bit of highlight. I put too much highlight, so yeah, I do have to go in and dull it down again, because she's supposed to be a very black cat. So yeah, it does not look right at all. But once I put the black in, then the highlights show up nice. And I'm using the gold just to highlight the edge of the box. This will have a piece of thin plastic on the front. It's basically like a glass over the top, and it's also trying to make sure that whatever's inside this beast, this creature, does not escape. I don't remember or recall if we had a creature that needed to be kept under lock and key, but there's one now. And I put a little sign in that says 1726, I think, on this, to say show you how old it is. And this whole attic's supposed to be long ago, and I'm actually signing long ago with my hand in Maccaton, but none of you can see it. I do apologise, I am being a Burke. So I'm just highlighting the shelves now. It makes it look a bit dusty, which I totally want, but there will be more dust once it's all done, because it's supposed to be abandoned. And I'm just adding a bit of highlights to a few things just to give it that bit of extra something, and it just looks so cute. I mean, look at it. Oh, we're really happy with it. And that bit just fell. That's a teeny tiny coffin. I don't know what a teeny tiny coffin for, but there you go. So here's my chain, and this is going to be hanging the actual crate up. But what I'm doing is I'm putting the chain back on itself, so it makes like a hammock style holding on it, and then I will put a ring on the top, which is not a jump ring, but it's like one of them small keyring rings, very thin wire, but it's strong as heck. Gordon Bennett, I couldn't get the thing to prise open without pliers. So then that's what that's going to do, is going to hang up. So I'm just going to varnish the octopus legs, the cryptid legs, just to give them a wet, slimy feel. And I'll drip some of it off as well, so it looks like it's just running off, like it's constantly wet, like it's constantly in the sea or wherever it lives. It could be a slime pit, I don't know. But I went to town on this one, on this little box. It's just so cute, but I think it needs to be put somewhere else from where I've put it, because it kind of distracts you from everything else, because it's right there in your face. But then I suppose then it makes you turn to look what's inside. I don't know. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do the hands. Let me know if the antisocial hands. Let me know if you want me to shift this box to a different position. And let me know if you like it so far. And if you do like what I've done, please stick around to watch the little video of it all together, and give me a thumbs up, hype, subscribe, share, do all the Yubi-Tubi things. And thank you for watching till the end, and for being here, supporting me. You're all awesome souls. And also see you in the next one. Bye bye.